Hey, just back him down.
Who is this?
Moving, bro. I got it, ball. I got it, ball. Hey, look. He ain't gonna do it.
Big dog Rebel! What the hell?
Nigga ain't gonna with me. We love finesse.
Oh my God.
I ain't never checked in nowhere in the world.
Big Father. Wait a minute, Big Father.
Go to jail.
No, you ain't going to jail, Big Father.
Jail and check in. That's what I'm gonna do. Go to jail and check in. That's what's gonna happen.
I'm trying to see why the everybody's so mad at me because I told Finesse. I asked Finesse who he checked in with. Hey, the man got paid to perform. He just walked out on us like that, man. I wasn't smelling nothing like this shit, man. So I pulled up on him. I asked him who he checked in with. I was trying to get to the bottom of it. You hear me?
I'm hungover as nigga. Waking up tired of this bullshit, man. Look, Euless is Euless. Art of work is the art of work, man. No cap. Finesse 2 times been with me in the game 3 days straight, man. Shooting videos, doing music. Ain't none of that weird going on, man. He been stamped with the Migos on moment. You see how deep we pull up to the motherfucking venues, Migos got that shit, man.
I don't know what the real issue was or the real smoke behind Finesse having to check in Fort Worth. You know, somebody came out and said he performed, he was supposed to perform. Well, I ain't gonna say he performed. Buddy was saying it wasn't no walkthrough. He was supposed to perform, but Buddy just walked out. Finesse, he just walked out, and they ain't like that. So they asked him. He went outside and told him, like, hey man, who you check in with? If you thugging like that, who you check in with? And Finesse went off. And you know, Finesse gotta go off because he get to looking around. He's seeing phones out. Finesse know he can't have no smut on his name because they're already saying what happened in Miami. Dude put blicks to your little one head and yours. You know, and then you got other stuff that people be saying. So if we see that live on camera, then it'll be stamped that you ain't really like that, you know? So Finesse gonna always have to crash out or go up if you look around and see the cameras out. Now, looking at that, and he jumped on top of the Urus, the orange Urus. Looking at that, he got all his jury on. He ain't really trying to fight. He know he got a layer of security in front of him. If you're trying to get down, why would you have a piece you can't afford to lose? Yeah, he could have insurance on it, but you ain't trying to lose that. And how them dudes had that. So you definitely ain't trying to get down. You ain't tuck it or nothing. You ain't take it off, hand it the sugar, ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? You kept it on, so you already knew whoever was telling you to check in. This how Buddy could be telling the truth on that because ain't no way it was 10 to 15 guys, like a whole bunch of guys saying, hey, check in. He wouldn't have got that tough. He wouldn't have got that tough. So it had to only be 1 or 2 guys saying check in. Because they would have bun rushed him. He get to jumping on the top of the car and talking crazy like that or talking loud. Why wouldn't we bun rush the security? Or especially if we got blicks on us and shit too, why wouldn't we, you know, throw shit at him? You understand? Like he on top of the car, we throw something at him. You understand? So you didn't hear nobody in the crowd really cussing him out. Saying, you old bitch head. Yeah, it wasn't none of that. So Finesse knew the situation was under control. So let me go ahead and get loud and go up. Because ain't no way, if he that tough, why he ain't retaliate when he got robbed in Miami that they saying. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to say alleged, but why he ain't, go crazy on that. If you'll turn up on that right there, you ain't checking in. So you ain't going to get no get back if dude put blicks to you and your kid, you know? So that ain't really adding up. But Finesse he gonna go up because the camera, he knows it's gonna be all over social media. If he don't turn up, it ain't gonna be a good look. But Goyayo, he respond and say, don't nobody gotta check in Fort Worth. And of course he gonna put a little on it and make it seem like unless he say check in, that's the only way you got to check in. So, Finesse, it seemed like he had that situation under control. Because it ain't no real smoke in Texas with Finesse, so I don't understand. I don't understand why they asked him to check in or who you checked in with. But if Buddy's saying, hey man, you just came, you ain't perform enough songs or you ain't perform at all. Sometimes maybe Finesse won't perform. Say a promoter gave him front end money, but didn't have the back end. The money he gave up front, or he could have a little bit of the money for the back end, and not all. And the money that he gave for that, it's enough for him to walk through. Like, I ain't finna perform, you ain't got all my money. I ain't finna perform everything. I say something in the mic, and that's it. But yeah, you ain't got all my paper. I'm not finna get these folks no show. I ain't finna do it. So it could be that. That's if Buddy telling the truth though. So, but besides all that, Finesse, he definitely need to get rid of that girl that's in Chicago. That girl in Chicago ain't no good for him. It ain't no. It gives setup vibes. It give that. It give bad energy. It give clout chasing. It give, if you really mess her over, she gonna do something. That's what it give. Like, I wouldn't trust her, man. Stay with Sugar, man. Just with Sugar. Her, she taking pictures while you sleep. They say, grabbing your face like this. She always on Facebook, typing every day, talking, saying you ain't gotta check. I mean, saying don't nobody ask you to check in when you with me and come back home, and don't nobody want your jewelry. I don't want nothing you got. I wouldn't set you up, or well, I gotta set you up. Stuff like that, man. She too internet. Like, you can tell she ain't dealt with a lot of rappers. I wouldn't mess with that. I ain't gonna lie. Nah, you gotta cut that off. I'm telling you, something bad could happen with that. And with Finesse, see, Finesse show a weakness when it comes to females. All you gotta do, it ain't really hard to backdoor Finesse. All you really gotta do is send a female that's shaped like Sugar or look like that girl, because that's his type, and send the female at him when he at a low space. When he, you know, like right now, when his mama against him, he just lost a baby mama. He say CPS trying to take his kids. He got to be a single father. He acting like that's the hardest thing to do in the world. He swear he's so rich and smart, but he don't know how to be a single father. Man, I ain't never had to do that. I ain't never had, man. But you can just sit back and look at other people and learn how to be a decent dad. You may not be the best your first couple of years because you're learning, but you could be a decent dad just looking at movies, looking at other people. Come on, man. You know how to be a good man to a woman, you saying, but you don't know how to be a good dad to a kid. Simple. Just be there for the kid, for all the different emotions that the kid have. Take care of the kid. Make sure it's fed, keep a roof over it, protect it. Stuff like that. That's the simple stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure when you're not around, got good care, a good woman. If you're not with the baby mama, the mother of that child, just make sure whoever around their kid when you're not around, treating it like it's their kid. Stuff like that, man. Like, and then you'll just grow with the kid. You'll learn more and more and more, spend more time with it, stuff like that. And yeah, you'll be all right. So, because if these females doing it, it be their first child and they adapt. But you saying, man, I don't know how to do that. I ain't never had no good dad. Man, you know what a good dad's supposed to be like. You know what a bad dad's supposed to be like, and you know what a good dad's supposed to be like, man. Come on, man. But that chick in Chicago, man, that's on you. You want to keep ping-ponging, going over there, going back to Sugar. Nah, I wouldn't bring her in the same household with Sugar. Like no poly joint. No, you just need to get rid of that. But that's how you get Finesse, though. Get him when he in a low space. Kid's trying to get to it. He lost a baby mama. Rest in peace to her. Rest in peace to his baby mama. He into it with his mama. Like, just stuff like that, man. He'll better, you know, if the female his type and to do what he say, and yeah, man, you making squeeze a female that we saying he better watch out for. You making squeeze that in, and yeah, because he seemed tender. He say pimp, but he seemed tender to the females he like. He may be stiff on the female that he don't really care about or like that, but man. So that's a weakness he need to make sure he put a stop to. Like he need to, you know, don't show that. It's not a good look. But besides all that, man, yeah, just rock with Sugar. Try to get your kids. So now, yeah, you can't really bring Sugar kids in the house. That's 5 kids she got, 4 or 5 kids she got. Plus, you finna get 3 kids. Well, you finna have 1 kid because one of the mothers passed away. That's if the CPS don't take all your kids. So yeah, what you need to be doing is showing. You don't need to be showing that you're a crash out. The only way you're gonna check in is jail, or you're gonna check in the jail or whatever. You don't need to be showing that right now, but you gotta, you know, keep your career. You know, you gotta show that you kind of like that with your career when the time need to be shown that. So, oh man, that's wild, man. Like, you just want to show a good image. You don't want nobody, you don't want CPS or nobody saying the kids don't need to be around you. You always smoking, always having this and that around. You just got arrested for this. You had narcotics. Kids may be around that, so it'll be tough. It'll be tough. Then the girl you with, she just got locked up for some narcotics, and she'll take a charge, and she on ankle monitors, and she fighting other charges, and this and that, and there's so much drama. They look at Facebook, see how she talk, and she going back and forth with the girl in Chicago. It's just, then the girl in Chicago, she wouldn't please the CPS people, so it just, man, you gotta get all that shit together. I say before you do anything. But that's what it is on that, man. We gotta make the video too long, man, but just make sure, man, you know, you get your kid, do what you gotta do to get your kid from CPS or win that case. Get away from as much as dark energy as possible. So if you give negative vibes, dark energy, the wrong intentions, you gotta cut that off. Sugar is straight. She don't give the type of vibes. Whatever y'all fall out about, that's that, but she don't give setup vibes or, you know what I'm saying? So I rock with Sugar. And Sugar loyal. She take charges for you and all that type of shit. So it'd be hard for me to cut Sugar off. I ain't gonna lie. If I'm Finesse, I wouldn't really, it'd be hard. She had to try to backdoor me or some shit like that. Because she'll take a charge for me. She'll do other stuff for me. Yeah, like, I keep rocking with her. Yeah, I keep rocking with her. If she need a better spot for her kids and all that there, I put her in the joint. Pay like $2,500 a month, $2,000 a month. If you get finesse 2 times type money. You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure she's straight, because she loyal. She'll, you know, give her freedom up for you. So I make sure that she's straight in the game, man. Yeah, I make sure she's straight in the game. You know what I'm saying? Don't let the internet tear up too much. Make sure she's straight, man, so she can pop it. Because, you know, she loyal. She proved it twice on the end right there. She'll let you have your little fun with the females. Of course, she'll get jealous. She human and stuff like that. But yeah, man, she good. She cool. For Finesse, she good. I'll keep rocking with her till she show otherwise. But yeah, that's the bam, man. Didn't nobody get hurt in that situation with Finesse in Fort Worth. Good. That's a good thing. That's a blessing. Yeah, man. Life goes on. Y'all hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Follow my other channel. He was with him. Finna drop a video. Younger Ace over there. It is what it is, man. Donate to the channel. $ Doug Gang Spitter. Follow me on IG, _gang_spitter. Get your credit fixed. Eli Credit Repair. That's in the comments. He was with him. Gone.